Hey Stampin' Friends, this is Jenny Gilbert and I am here to show you and share with you my creation, which I thought was super cute, so I wanted to do a video so you could all see it. This card is a waterfall card and I watched a couple videos on YouTube to learn how to make it, and I wanted to show you too. So there's our little Santa suit Santa and all of his clothes. Happy Christmas to all, and to all a good night. The inside is stamped too. Have a jolly Christmas, and there's Santa. So to make this card, I used the Santa Suit stamp set from the holiday catalog, and also the Santa Builder frameless dies. This one cuts out the Santa and the hat. All of the individual pieces are also there, as well as some other fun little cutouts. It's the Merry Little Christmas Designer Series paper is what I used for the plaid background. So to make the card, what you will need to do, and I will have all of the information on my blog as well as on my Facebook page, but you are going to be using 1 3/4 inch white, whisper white squares, 2-inch black squares. And what I did is I stamped on the bottom of the 2-inch square the boots, put a little dazzling details on there to add a little sparkle. I did the little guy's breeches. No sparkle on that one. The jacket has dazzling details, and then the Santa in his little undergarment and the little hat with the dazzling details as well. So that one gets popped up using some dimensionals, and I did do the dimensionals. I use our new mini dimensionals, which I love because you don't have to cut them up. They fit right on these tiny little feet and hands. And it's just perfect. I love this little Santa guy. His bare feet and his little butt crack me up. And also his bald head, I like that too. So I put them pretty much around the perimeter so he won't get squished. And I just put him on the bottom of the square. Popped up the top of his hat. For this I just used a half of a regular size dimensional right up top. And then I put his hat. And I left a little bit of bald because it's cute. Okay, so now we have our 4 squares. Remember, there's 2 by 2, and each one is on a 1 3/4 by 1 3/4 white. So those squares are going to go on this 2-inch by 9-inch piece of whisper white paper. I stamped here and at the very bottom. It's scored from this end at 2 inches, 2 3/4, 3 1/2, and 4 1/4. Then what you're going to do is you're going to fold these towards you on these score lines. And this is what's going to give you your waterfall effect. So on this first square here, we're going to glue the boots. And you can use, oops, got that a little bit over off to the side there. You can use Tombow, you can use your tape runner, whatever works for you. But the next one, we're going to put your adhesive only on this little rectangle there. After the boots comes the breeches. After the breeches comes Santa's jacket. And I always make sure that it's like below the fold line. So that's why I do it like this instead of laying it out like this and just doing each one on top of the other. That way I can see exactly where I'm putting it. So this guy goes here. Isn't he cute? So this is your waterfall mechanism. It's all ready to go. Okay? So then we have our red, real red card base, which is 8.5 by 5.5 and scored on the long 8.5 side at 4.25, so it's half. Then we have our DSP, which is 1/4 inch smaller on each end, so it's 4 by 5.25. We did this card with a downline shoebox swap and they loved it. We're really excited about this card. Okay, so then we have also a 1 by 4 inch strip of paper, and this paper is going to kind of be your the part that holds your strip in. And so what we're going to do with this piece is we're going to put a little bit of strong fast fuse on the back of the boots, because we're going to attach the back of the boots to your 1 by 4 inch strip. So I'm going to put 2 pieces right there at the bottom, and I'm going to try and put it in the middle. So I'm going to use my paper as a guide and put it right here. And then on the back of this, we're going to put 2 strips of fast fuse just here on the 2. This is the back now. On the 2 ends. And of course we don't want any adhesive here, because that is where your strip is going to slide. So we just put some adhesive on the back. So now we are going to attach this to, and you can kind of use this as a guideline for about how you kind of want it in the center. So it's about 3/4 of an inch or so above the bottom of the designer paper. Just like that. Pretty cool, huh? So I added, just for a little nice touch, I added some of these dazzling diamonds, glimmer paper. And so we just put one on either side of that. Oop, got a little bit much on that one. Right in the center. And again over here on this side. Then the last thing that we want to do is to let people know that they can pull this. So what I decided to do was to cut out of black cardstock using our circle tab punch, the black circle tab, attached it to the bottom here with a little bit of Tombow. And then I did not have any current red ribbon from the new holiday catalog, but I did have some that's retired that I'm going to use. And all I did, well, I'm also using our excellent stapler. And I just put a staple right there in the center touched the ribbon. Snip the end. Just to let people know that they can pull that. And then I found on the last one it was a little bit tight, so I just kind of put my fingers in there, massaged it, opened it up a little bit so that this bottom part would slide in and out easier. Okay, so almost done. Of course, we have the inside left. So I have a stamped page already, ready to go. And adhere that on. And hopefully the recipient of this card will love it as much as I do. Man, this is an 11-minute video. I'm so sorry that it took so long, but it is a great project, super fun. I will have all the measurements for you later on a blog or my Facebook page, Stamp and Share with Jenny, and stampandshare.wordpress.com. Thanks for joining me today. See you next time.